In my previous video, I made plain Warabi Mochi, which is a Japanese sweet that's made from braken starch. It tastes like a chewy jelly coated with this sweet soybean flour. And then I thought, why not make a matcha flavored Warabi Mochi? This is the same recipe as my plain Warabi Mochi, but with matcha powder. In a pan, add 4 tablespoons of potato starch. Authentic Warabi Mochi uses Warabi Mochiko, but it's not as widely available. And potato starch gives you a very close texture. Next, add 2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar and half a teaspoon of matcha powder. If you don't know what matcha powder is, it's basically green tea that has been ground into a very fine green powder, and it tastes very earthy and tea-like. It's also very healthy too. Give those 3 ingredients a good mix, then add in 180 milliliters of water, stirring with a wooden spatula as you go. Cook the mixture over medium heat, stirring constantly. After 2 minutes, you'll see the mixture start to thicken up. You just want to keep on mixing vigorously for 3 to 4 minutes and it'll turn into a mass. Now today I'm using a non-stick pan so the mochi didn't stick to everywhere, but any normal pan will work. Now since Warabi Mochi is just one kind of mochi, it does not quite taste like the regular mochi from like those mochi ice cream. It's rather more like a jelly. After about 4 minutes, the mixture should all be coming together and it should look shiny and smooth. At that point, give it a few more mix for around 10 seconds or so, then turn off the heat. Quickly transfer the mochi to a flat tray and let it cool. For the soybean sugar coating, all you need to do is mix 3 tablespoons of kinako with 1 tablespoon of white granulated sugar. Kinako is basically roasted soybeans that have been ground into a really fine powder. See that? Okay. So after the Warabi Mochi has cooled, it'll have a shiny surface and look slightly translucent. Slice the mochi into strips and then into tiny bite-sized cubes or pieces. You can see that the mochi does not really stick to the baking tray. Roll the mochi generously in a kinako and sugar coating, and you can serve it with kuromitsu, which is brown sugar syrup. And that is all there is to how to make Warabi Mochi. The Warabi Mochi is so much better if you chill it in the fridge before eating it. It's just more refreshing and the flavor has settled. The matcha powder in the Warabi Mochi adds a tiny hint of earthy green tea taste and a deep green color. And the kinako has that sweet soybean taste that just goes so well with the Warabi Mochi. Alright, it's time to wrap up this video. I hope you try this out. Both the plain and matcha Warabi Mochi taste amazing. It's like a little trip to Japan. Just kidding. Anyways, enjoy!